Hello. It's long overdue, but we are finally mastering Whittleton Creek. As usual, my mastery for the map is 1 out of 20, and we're gonna grind out some challenges to get that up to 20. For the first portion, all I need is an assault rifle. Let's get to it. And as always, above me is a tracker that tells you exactly what challenges I complete, how many points I get for them, and in general helps you keep track of progress. Alright. First thing to do is to clear out this muffin stand, as I want to get a disguise and some muffins. Go. I'm also gonna shoot at some people at the politician stand. If I can. Aiming is difficult. It's fine. The reason why I'm shooting them at this point is because I have some time to kill, so poor shooting is completely fine. The real estate broker's outfit is the first challenge to complete, and the muffins that I'm stealing right now are for a different one later on. Also gonna clear out this yard, as I'll be shooting both of the main targets from here. The challenge I'm going for is killing both targets with an assault rifle. There's Janus. First shot is just to make him stand up, and the second shot is to kill him. And by now, Cassidy is almost out the front door. There he is. And I have a nice shot from over here. There we go. Leave the rifle behind, I won't be needing it anymore, and I don't want to get caught carrying it with me. Next up, I'll grab the Exterminator outfit, very briefly. And head through Batty's yard, where I'll be disguising myself as Batty. Also for quick points. Sir. Thank you. Now the muffins, they are for this recently released challenge of throwing 6 muffins into the creek. There we go. Grab a frog from over here. For a quick challenge.
Clear. Proceeding.
Disguise myself as the gardener. It doesn't actually give me points at this point, but it will matter later on. Grab a disguise from there. Grab a disguise from there. And as the last thing, drag the body into the well. And that'll be that for the first part of the run, and we can replan and move on. This next section is going to be a long one. We'll start from the construction area, bring in a fiber wire as well as a lockpick. Let's go. Immediately as I start, I'm gonna pick up a wrench and then head for a hatchet that's hidden over here. And unearthing the hatchet is one of the challenges. I don't actually want to have the hatchet with me, but picking it up was important. Next up, I'll be getting a couple of disguises, notably the nurse. This is the portion of the run where I'll be going for a lot of disguises, as well as all of the clues that you have to find in this mission. It is not an optimal thing to do, but I really wanted to do it, so we'll go for it. I'll also be grabbing the sheriff's outfit, and immediately switch back to my construction outfit because it doesn't count otherwise. Also shooting him scared the ducks away, which was a challenge. There we go. Becoming the nurse, also a challenge. This guy's reading Janus' old diary, and we want to steal that diary as it is one of the 9 clues that I have to collect. It's only 1,000 points to collect all the clues, but I feel like that's a very integral part of the map, and I felt like including it would be interesting. I'm very careful here. These guys are gonna talk about some smokes, and I don't want to interrupt them.
Hey, did you grab the pack of smoke that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
There. It's very important that the mission story actually gets revealed, otherwise completing the mission story won't count. It's a very, very cool system they have here. Doesn't matter that they spotted me, they won't actually follow me all the way in. Discovering the tunnel is a challenge. And the tunnel leads to Janus's house in the basement where there is another clue. Distraction shot over there. Grab the picture.
We might have
and head upstairs. And this is why I want to be the nurse at this point in specific, because I'm allowed to be here and there are next to no enforcers. Turn on the gramophone, so Janus comes here and reveals another clue. Destroy that tank, replace the smokes, and this is the challenge that wouldn't complete if I didn't let the mission story get revealed. Microfilm for a later challenge. And we can leave Janus's house for now. And we're gonna head towards the neighbor. We're gonna ring the doorbell and immediately pick the lock. And that counts as a challenge for infiltrating by distracting the tenants by ringing the doorbell. There we go. Upstairs I'm gonna go close to the singing fish. That'll unlock a challenge in a bit as she goes to check out the fish. The robe is another challenge. And now we can head off. Not there, this way. Next up, we'll head for Cassidy's house. I'm actually gonna have to refer to my notes. There's a lot going on in this one. We'll go in through the... Hello, bench. We'll go in through the garage. And grab some disguises and grab some clues. And that's all we actually want to do at this point while we're over here.
Okay.
There's the disguise. Destroy that. Clue. Disguise. Here's another clue and another disguise. And we are off. That's all we wanted to do there. And we're gonna head to the door across the yard where we can play the tape we just picked up from that house. It takes a good while for that tape to actually finish playing and count as a clue, so I want to do that early on and just let it play in the background. Even if I'm not in the room, it still counts. It's a bit of a sad situation with this house that there is absolutely nothing else of interest in here. And even the tape recorder is all the way upstairs, so getting here takes a while. There we go. That'll resolve itself in due time.
You tried to reach me earlier.
Next, I'm gonna shoot the barbecue king over there. Because I need his outfit. Shooting from over there creates enough chaos over here that I can grab the disguise relatively safely. There we go. Nobody noticed a thing.
Command, I got nothing. Stand by.
No, I picked up a microfilm from Janus's house. That is also a clue that has 2 steps to it, and the second step is in this house. Up here. So we need to read the microfilm. There we go. And that also completes the clues objective, as I finally completed all different sorts of clues. Alright. One more house to visit. There's the window.
I'll find somewhere else.
In this house there is a plumber, and I need to get the plumber disguise. I am going for chameleon, which is getting all the different disguises in a level, which is part of the reason why I'm grabbing seemingly random disguises. Well, it's the full reason, really. Thank you for this, good sir. Now we got a couple of more clues to get. We are almost done with those. And in the meantime, Janus is about to go go to his upstairs room, where he will find smokes and a rigged gas can, and he'll have the smokes and blow himself up. That'll happen on its own at this point. One clue from over here, as well as a shovel. And we should get the last clue right here as I dig it up. Go. And now, the one last challenge to complete for me is using fiber wire on Cassidy, while Janus is doing his thing.
Send someone over, would you? Great.
And here we go. And we are replanning. The next section is a little simpler. I'll start from fumigation and bring with me 2 different poisons, emetic and lethal. The plan this time around is to kill Nolan by drowning him and Janus with lethal poison, but both are in specific ways. Right, I'll immediately head on over to Cassidy's backyard where the fumigation machine is. Before that, I'll shoot the camera and leave a weapon there as a distraction, so when I turn this on and the actual exterminator comes to investigate, he'll see the gun instead and doesn't turn off the machine. Destroy the camera system. Nobody cares because everyone is extremely sick at this point. Cassidy has gone to the bathroom. And I'll go upstairs real quick because I still need a gun and I left my own as a distraction. But we have a silenced one over here that will do just fine. Because I gotta shoot this guy. Because otherwise he's gonna come in here immediately as I start drowning Cassidy. Because the moment Cassidy's face hits the water, the other NPCs know that there's a free toilet right here and they'll come here and witness me kill Cassidy. Also, drowning him while the fumigation is active unlocks pus gas, which I believe is supposed to happen when you use lethal gas, but as it turns out, you can just use emetic gas and drown him. It's also why I specifically had to leave my gun, so that the gas would stay active. Anyway, Janus. Distraction shot over there, so I can run into the house.
Command, we might have a situation.
And poison Janus's tea. Vital info revealing. Sure, it's very vital. Hello, sir. And now I just wait for Janus to have a drink.
I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me.
While that's going on, I'm gonna visit this area for a couple of disguises. We have Sheriff Masterson over here, who is a special kind of cop and has his own unique disguise. And we have the Mailman. Mailman also has a package for Batty, which I will deliver. Also, becoming the Mailman, it's easy 1,000 points.
I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Venus has almost discovered tea, but we still have a bit of a way to go until we can deliver Janus's package. There's also a different challenge related to Janus and his mail, where if you deliver the package, then ring his doorbell, allow him to get his package, and then steal it after he has taken it to his backyard. You also get some points, but we won't be going for that. It takes quite a long time, and I want to exit as soon as I can, because Janus is already dead. There we go, and replan. Up next is a double electrocution. I'll start from garbage removal, bring in a lockpick as well as a remote taser. There we go. And something next to the park bench. As long as it's in a briefcase, it's good enough. Now, I must admit I'm personally not a huge fan of the remote taser. Generally, I feel like it often makes things a bit cheap. But in this instance, it's hard to justify not bringing it, as I do need to electrocute both targets, and car batteries are single-use items, and going for a second car battery would be quite the detour in this instance. Fortunately, the first and only car battery I do get is right next to the starting location over here. I'll also grab a newspaper from the porch over here before heading on over to Janus's property, where I will grab a Janus guard outfit for Chameleon, and then immediately switch back to the garbage man outfit, also for Chameleon, because, like I said before, if you start in a disguise, it doesn't count towards Chameleon. You have to actually switch to it for it to be counted. Janus guard, and there's garbage man. I'll knock out or shoot everybody upstairs. That was reasonably clean. Kill Gunther. Throw the newspaper at Janus. Grab Gunther's outfit, as he is a special NPC with a unique outfit, and then drag Janus into the bathroom. It is possible that this section is a bit messy and those guards get alerted, but it doesn't really make a huge difference. You just have to be ready to take them down if they run upstairs. Overflow the sink and grab the car battery. Now, very important, throw the battery from this side of the sink to avoid self-electrocution. It would never happen to me, of course, but it is a thing. Before I head on over to Cassidy, I'm gonna quickly visit the construction site over here, because there's a crowbar that I need. One of the challenges is to dump a target's body into a manhole, and in order to open a manhole, I need to have a crowbar. In addition to the newspaper KO, there's also another KO challenge, which is to knock out a target with a briefcase while disguised as a server. And I'm gonna get a server disguise right here, and it's gonna be the last disguise I need for Chameleon as well, so that's gonna be easy 4,000 points at this point. Well, not really easy. I've worked a lot for that at this point. There's Chameleon. And there's my briefcase.
Jesus! I need some help over here! Sweet Jesus! God, no! Jesus!
Knock him out. Don't run that way. Sir, you're supposed to come over here so I can electrocute you. Quite rude of him. There we go. And finally drag him over to the manhole here for 2,000 points. Yeah, I know you don't like me, but don't shoot me just yet. There we go, and we can replan for a final Silent Assassin route. So, the Silent Assassin run. For suit only, I need to start from the depot location, and because I'm using a sniper, I'll smuggle one into the treehouse. The Jaeger 7 Lancer to be specific. I'll also bring in some coins. Since I'm going for a suit only Silent Assassin and Sniper Assassin all at once, I will also get the Classics challenge for extra 4,000 points, and I'll also go for some sniping challenges specific to this mission. One for sniping a target from the treehouse, another one for sniping both targets from the treehouse, and a third one for sniping both targets from the treehouse in one shot. Which is why I needed the Jaeger 7 Lancer, as it's the only rifle I have at the moment that can do that. In order to set up such a shot, I'll have to destroy all of the cameras in the level to trigger a meeting between the targets. And we'll start by clearing out all the cameras at the Cassidy residence.
Command, we might have a situation.
Jumping through this window has a nasty side effect of breaking the camera aiming system. which makes shooting at the cameras a bit more difficult than it should be, as there is no zoom in at all at the moment. IO, please fix. I'll try to make do, but it's not fun. Anyway, upstairs clear. Bonk this guy. And bait out a guard to the backyard. Get my hammer back and knock out this guard, which is very important, as he is the one who would normally accompany Cassidy to the meeting with Janus, and we don't want any extra people in there. One more camera through the window, and we'll head off over to the Janus residence. In the backyard over there, there's gonna be 3 guards. We'll have to knock out all of them to avoid any bodies being found once I actually pull off the snipe. As I jump the fence, I'll make sure to do it quite far from the left here, so that that guy's proximity trigger is hit and he actually starts walking to the left. These shots are a little bit tricky when the camera is broken, but we're good. These guys are a bit close to one another, but we'll see if I can still get clean knockouts. Yes, we are good. And hide their bodies behind the shed. I have to hide them quite far behind the shed, because otherwise there could be a line of sight from the back porch. Nice and clean. Take their guns. And shoot one more camera back here. There's only one camera inside the house, at the Janus residence, and it is upstairs over here. Fortunately, the guards are facing the other way as I do this. And one more camera to go at the front porch. Extraction shot. Cameras are down. At this point, the mission is pretty much in a timer. So I'll just clear out the final guard, gather some clues, complete one more challenge. Please look away, sir. Thank you. And bonk. And clean up his body into the staircase over here. The first clue I'm gonna be getting is the picture from down here. Knock him out. And we are on with the clues. At this point, Janus and his guard Günther are on the front porch. And as they walk past me on their way back, I'll knock out Günther and hide his body over here. This guard should turn around in a second, so he's no problem. There he goes. There goes Günther. Take his gun and pull his body into the basement. Otherwise he would attend the meeting if I didn't take care of him. Here I'm gonna leave a gun as a distraction later on. That'll be important before the meeting. Borrow a shovel and we're out. There's one more challenge I wish to complete, and that is delivering a political flyer to anybody's mailbox. For that, I'm gonna have to go pick up a political flyer. Fortunately, this guy just hands them out, so I don't have to knock him out.
Of trying to control what we can or can't do around here. If that man ever got into higher office, we'd all be living in a...
Excuse me, sir. Are you a registered voter?
You're
I'd
coming
love to
on
tell you
a
about
Thank
a
you.
new candidate. Have a flyer.
Charles Blake III, appreciate.
Next up is the clue from over here, which is why I borrowed the shovel. Maybe right about there. I can't find it from this direction. There we go. Fortunately, I got time. Not down to the second. And the final clue is gonna be the newspaper from Bandit's shed. Here we go. In return, I'll mail something else to Batty. I'm sure he'll enjoy the propaganda. Here you go. One more item I want to get, and it is a paddle from this garage over here. I need it in order to exit using a raft, which gives me 2000 points on exit. And at this point, I'm just waiting for the meeting to take place. Now, the gun I left behind on the back porch is for Janus's guard. Normally, whoever happens to be around follows Janus into the meeting, so I can't just knock them out. Let's take a look at the tree cam. But because I left the gun behind, whoever follows him picks up the gun and just leaves. Allows me to pull off this snipe. And let's get out of here before any guards show up over there. Take my paddle and head on over to the raft. But yeah, that's Whittleton Creek. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and next time around, some sort of island.